Hello. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Today I don't know if it's just like I am eternally condemned to just be sleepy forever. Just every waking hour. Or if at one point it'll figure itself out. But I took a nap earlier and I'm still ready to go. But anyways, apart from my typical sleepiness, today we are going to be just working on day 7. Okay, so it's been day 7. Pretty much each single day I've worked on it for about 2 hours, which means I've put only 14 hours into this thing. Honestly, that's not that bad at all for the progress that we've made. We pretty much already have like the base and basic structure of the room of what will be our book nook. Once again, our book nook is supposed to be a reading nook that will be tucked into my bookshelf between probably my like rom-coms, my like contemporary fiction. I do sort my bookshelves by genre, loosely speaking. I also need more bookshelves. No, well, yes, but also no. We had also said at some point on stream that I have to consolidate one of my bookshelves. Okay, because I have 4 total bookcases, right? Just like IKEA Billy bookcases. I have more than that, but bear with me here. And 2 of them just flat out just have a bunch of my my books and movies. A couple of movies. Not really, but a couple of movies. Specifically VHS tapes. And then 2 of my other bookcases have just a bunch of yarn and half-finished projects, crochet projects. And so those I should like figure out what to do with. Like I need to purge it at some point and then condense all my yarn into one place, and boom, we have a whole nother bookcase. Admittedly, the doors, they're only like the ones that are half glass and half panel, so we'll see. Anyways, you know what? We would move some stuff from this one. Okay, we'll figure it out this way. But the point is that that will be eventually its home, and so that'll be really exciting. I have been tempted to like try to fit it somewhere to gauge where we're at, like how it would look like. I have not done so though, so I guess I just want to get a little bit further ahead in this project before I do so. But we will go ahead and move over to our camera. Isn't it so fun to see why is my phone off? Oh, I know why. I think it was just open. Okay, there you go. And I'm gonna zoom us in a little bit. And so today what we have to do is we have to sort out the measurements for the cabinets that are gonna be like at the base. So this, oh Jesus Christ. What you would see, oh yeah, we're good, okay. What you would see right here, yeah. So this bit right here. That is what we have to sort out. And so I technically have the measurements because I know the space. Not that it's here. This is just a random drawing I did for another book nook idea that is not important right now, so I won't bother. So basically we have our base, and then we have, let's just do this. That's pretty not straight. And it's about, well, I guess we can even do just this. And then, so this is our fake back. This is empty space right now because back here is where we'll give ourselves space to figure out some of the electronics, like any wiring and like battery packs and things like that. It'll fit back here, and so this is like where our wall starts, just for 3D. And then we have our bookcase that comes out about, I think it's 1 inch out. So let's just do that, and then it's gonna come out another, let's center that as best we can. That is more or less accurate. Probably less than more, but it's good enough. Okay, and so this is our bookcase, right here. It's understandable. And then I believe it is, if I am not mistaken, this, I know this to be 5 inches. And then I'm not entirely sure how, what the size is. Let me see. I, in theory, should have it, no? Should it be... No, it's not. I think it's 3 inches, actually. I think we do know that. Because this, if, like, across it's 5 inches, I have that right here. And then, the thicknesses of the shelves coming out, like on the sides, those are 1. So, okay, so in theory, this should be, we should already know. This, in fact, should be 3 inches. Okay. And then we just account for the, I'll make a note here, width of wood. So, here we get into some of the, not important decisions, but some decisions will be made now. Fortunately, I have different thicknesses of wood, mostly because I knew it would be easier, it would help with the, what is it? With the scale of things. Yeah. So for example, with the walls, I made, for the base and the walls, I made it out of a lot thicker wood. Because, you know, I felt like that was logical. We need a little bit more structural integrity there. But on the inside, we go down in thickness. And then I knew that, for example, if we were to make like a chair or other things, like other smaller things, having thinner wood would help a lot. And so this is thinner wood. 32, 30 seconds? 30 seconds. I don't know what to call them, but I think this is thinner than... Oh yeah. Can you see? I know it won't focus, but I think you can still tell that it's different thicknesses. and which is good. I need thinner, and then this is just like a new piece of wood, so this will be good to do. And then as for the accents on what would be like, what would imitate cabinet doors, we'll do even thinner wood, my thinnest wood, that has cap bite marks already on it, which is half of the thickness of this. And I think that's what we'll do. And then, so, see, I think that'll work really, really nicely. It's really flat. Hey, Pumpkin. Okay. Yeah, buddy, you want to say hi? I'm glad you can stop by, honey, but I need you to leave now. You can say hello to the stream and then keep it moving. That's fine. Ahí estás bien. Okay, and so we quedamos que the thickness of the wood is 332/32, whatever that is. And I'll mark it here. So that way when I cut this, it is in the inside? I think so, yeah. Then I know also too, not that I think it'd be a big deal, because it doesn't matter how it looks on the inside, like of the fake cabinets, because it's not going to be very functional. I think we could make it functional, but I won't bother right now. Yeah, it's just too much. For what is supposed to be something simple, something basic, a project just to get dip our toes into book nooking from scratch. There's like companies that make book nooks out of like MDF. I don't know, but they're like laser cut. Everything's already pre-printed, and you just have to, like a Lego set, you know, a little bit more complicated than a Lego set, honestly, because you have to cut everything and assemble, like paste, and I guess no, it's probably not too different, but it certainly feels more complicated than a Lego set, and they're really cute. There's some like really good ones, but I don't know, like half of the time it doesn't feel quite as good as like an actual like diorama slash miniature. If you guys have seen them on YouTube, like if there's something of making it handmade, it really just makes it better. And then because a lot of elements from like these book nooks that are sold like on Amazon, like Temu, and actual like brand websites, they also have a lot of 2D elements that are supposed to be 3D, but you know, just easier. So I think that's part of it as well. It feels much less immersive. And then everything is quite flat, isn't it? Because it's all just printed on. Yeah. And then in miniatures, you tend to actually work with the proper materials. So if something is made of fabric, you'll work with the fabric instead of having like something just printed on that is supposed to imitate it. Or like, no, that's pretty much, I mean, that's a great example. I don't need to look for more. And so, okay, I'm really curious. Talking about fabric. That just made me really, really curious. Okay, because this is supposed to be a window, right? Let me... I just had a really fun idea while I set it down. Give me 2 seconds. I wanna... God, this is... I should not be doing this. Let us be clear. Probably shouldn't be doing this because I'm getting distracted and who knows if I'm gonna get back on it from here. Anything can happen. But let's just go with this. Okay. I just need this to like, it's just a fun idea that you can see through the window. But because what I want to do is I want to try, and sorry, I'm like really close to the mic, so you might be end up hearing like it brushing up against it. I zoomed in, right? I'll just zoom back out. So this should be, damn, I just had the measurements. I think 1.5 inches by 1, right? Is it 2? 2 inches? Yeah, it's 2 inches. Okay. So I technically do have fabric, but it's plain fabric because I just use it for embroidery. So I'll have to shop for some. Where is it? Ah. This is too thick, isn't it? This is an inch thick. This might be much too thick to make a little cushion for the window already, because I'm curious. I'm just curious. I just want to see. I don't know if I have anything thinner than this. I can also just cut this in half, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the smallest I have. So let me cut a piece really quickly. How big is this? It's a little over an inch. Okay. I'm just a little bit curious. Just a tiny bit curious. I should find my big, oh, I know where it is. It's just my X-Acto knife. Because right now I just have like the tiny one, the tiny thin one that comes with the okay. Would it be too wacky to use scissors right now? I actually have this foam because I made a cat sofa. I crocheted a cat sofa, like a life-size cat sofa, using a publicly available pattern from Your Inspirations, if anyone is curious and wants to try it out. It took me forever. It's a lot of work, but it ends up looking really good. And I made 2, and I ended up giving them as a Christmas gift to my mother-in-law, who has, actually, she has Pumpkin's brother and sister. Which is always really cute detail to remember. Because then when I look at the pictures of when they're kittens, it's like, oh, look, Pumpkin, that's you. And we also still have the other 2 cats in our lives in some way. Okay. Would these be too big to use as like cabinet doorknobs? They might be. I'll keep it in mind though. Excuse me. So sorry. Okay. And then I need it to be 2 inches long, and I'll just use our grid here because it's not too precious. And now I will, honestly, I want to grab, you know what I need to get? God, there's so many tools you just end up needing, don't you? I need to get one of those hot wire cutter thingies to like cut foam specifically. Okay, so it's fine if it's a tight fit. That's not a problem. I definitely, yeah, at least in half, eh? It's like, oh, not even, yeah, probably in half, just because after the fabric, it'll also add some more dimension to it, so I guess I'll just try my best here with this. I think I'm going to try to use scissors, big scissors. Let me grab them. This is what I get for like crafting all around my house. Like all of my tools tend to be separated. Nice. That was pretty straight, more or less. We lose a little bit of, okay, I think that's good. So I will need to get some fabric for this, some nice fabric. The only one that I do have that might work. Okay. And then maybe we'll make, I guess, why not? Why not? Or I can also just like cut it into rectangles and then make the, God, there's so many options. I can make it out of fabric, but I could also crochet it. If I crocheted it, it would probably be with like embroidery floss. But I don't know if I have a hook small, see, distracted, what did I say? I don't think I have a hook small enough for that. These are my general tools for crocheting. I used to do ASMR, and so I got these because I thought it'd be really fun. I like light triggers. So I got these. They were also really cheap. And so, but now I just have a bunch of these with absolutely like no purpose to them. But they're pretty. I'm a big fan. I have a couple, a set of like small hooks, but I don't think they get too small. This is 3. That's not very small at all. I know I have smaller. Here we go. They're down at the bottom. These are like the smallest ones I have. I have a 210, a 2, a 190, and a 180. A 180 seems to be like the smallest one I have. Which is this one. I feel like it would need to be fairly tight because you want it to imitate fabric. As in, like, get you... Yeah, it just needs to be, like, a good, solid texture. You know, not a lot of holes. I could also just do, like, if I do, like, half doubles to really make it thicker. I like the clover, by the way. Clover hooks for crocheting. They're definitely my favorite. I want to get some tulips at some point. I think that'd be really, really nice. Of course, they're, like, more expensive, so... that's why it's gonna have to wait a bit, but just out of curiosity, God, do you see all the cat? Oh, that's actually, never mind, that's not cat hairs. That is the fluff that you stuff things with, the stuffing. Just give me 2 seconds just to try this out. I'm just really, really curious. How well this would work. I'll do 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then turning stitch. And then if I do a half double, what are we looking like here? Have you guys seen any micro crocheters? It's crazy what they do. I could definitely get into micro crocheting. Well, because it's just crocheting, which I'm already a fan of. You know what? I think this might actually work. Another option I had been considering for, I wanted to have a rug, is micro looming. Because it sounds like fun. One, because I want to try these things in general. They just sound like a good time. And then, two, if you do it in a micro way, then it's a lot easier because they'll probably cost us, at the very least, like, some of these materials, or, like, the equipment. Yeah, materials as well, I suppose. You just use a lot less, you know? And it doesn't take up as much space, which I have a limited amount of already. So I'm trying to keep quite tight tension as well. Oop. Yeah, I lost it there. ¿Qué pasó? Ay, Pumpkin, ahí vienes. He brought his toy. I think I did something wrong there. Yeah, I think I just let it go accidentally. I think I might have to get an even smaller needle. A hook, I mean. You know what I would never do? Micro knitting. I can't even get like the normal one down. I would not look forward to doing it in miniature. It also just feels so slippery. Like, you miss a stitch in crochet, it's not a big deal, but you miss one in knitting. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know if you can fix it. I'm good. This is what he's after. Come. I know, buddy. Okay. Oh, it's because I don't want to throw it, because even though it's fun, he'll bring it back. Come on. Come on. Go play. This should be 6 strands. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 6 strands. Maybe I just need to have even tighter tension. Like, just... Does anyone know what size hook micro crocheters use? I think I went in the wrong space. Yeah. I'm good. Buddy. You want some bed? It's okay. I should move on anyway. Come on. Okay. We'll give him a little bit more pets, and now you leave. He doesn't want pets, actually. He wants to play. You don't get your toy. Because you think then you can bring it back. Okay, focusing. What we're actually supposed to be doing. Cutting. Okay. I generally speaking, have the measurements, so I can start. It's always the most awkward part. Let's bring this baby out. I have such a mess. What's the height? Is it 1 inch or is it less than that? Pumpkin! Look at this. What am I supposed to do with that? Honey! I'm so happy you're comfortable. But, quítate! No cabes! I'm working here. Bro, cats, I hate them. They're the worst. It's like, you're trying to make space to work, and they're like, you made that space for me? That's so sweet. And then they just lay on top of it. I'm gonna... Come on, honey. I'm sorry, buddy. I know. So sad. Ugh. Okay, height. It is... Okay. So it's 2/16 less than an inch. I am either like totally right or just completely messing that up. Okay, so what I need is I need 2 pieces that are, they're gonna be, we'll zoom in a little bit. They need to be 5 by 1? No. 16 less of an inch. Which means it has to be 14/16, which is what, 7/8 of an inch? Yeah. Wait. No, yeah, because it has to be, okay. Let's try it out, okay, so this way it'll be 5 inches, and then height-wise, yeah, it's 7/8 of an inch. And then because it's daily width-wise, it'll be, where the hell does the width go? It'll be the, whatever this is, the thickness of this. And then the other piece, the one that'll go, the shorter one, one piece, that is, it is, let's assume this one, no, pumpkin, honey, I'm sorry, papi, pero no cabes. Oh, I need to put all this random things that I pulled out back. So it's supposed to be 3 inches, but then we account for the width of the wood, which is 6. Well, it's 3/32, which means it'll be 6/32. So it's, which is what? I don't know what that means. Is it one of those? Yeah. Yeah, it is indeed. Is it the difference? You know, yeah, that's what it is. I don't know how to write that down. 3 inches. If it's this, that's 1, 2. Would it not be then 16th? I think so. Pumpkin, no, buddy. Do you see him Slowly trying to sneak on there. A ver, ¿qué pasa? Hmm? What you doing? He is so light compared to my other cat. Percy is so much heavier. Not to like shame him or anything. I mean, you know, I'm the last person to do that. But it is funny. Because I can just so easily carry Pumpkin with one arm. Okay, I think I wanted to paint the like all of the shelving as well, and we can let it dry while I measure and cut. Am I just procrastinating? Not really, because it does need to be painted. But am I putting it off as long as I possibly can while still being productive? Why, yes. Yes, I am. I hate, it's so boring having to cut and measure and draw lines and that's it. That's all I do. So I'll just be focusing especially on the edges of all of the little pieces of wood, because I definitely just did not coat those in paint at all. So, and then we can choose if we want to do any painting on these pieces of the wall, because this is going to be still visible after we assemble everything together. I'm thinking that Cheddar said to not do like apply directly onto the thing, and I've just kept doing that because, you know, it's easier. And I think I'm still gonna do it because I don't have anything else to like pour it into. At least nothing easily accessible, so I can't be bothered to do something else. It's fine. We're fine. Jesus. Thank God it's such a small opening, so nothing spilled out, but my God. Because it is a big bottle and it is full. I have one piece of, there we go. So, I guess, oh, let me take these out as well. Ideally, I have, oh, that's dried up paint. There we go. It's a little bit more. Let's just stick it onto this right here, that hole. Okay, never mind. Maybe this is one instant where I should bring out the small paintbrushes. Oh, you know what I also wanted to try doing? Just a little bit. Just to test it out. I wanted to try adding some details to these corners to see how much of a difference it makes. I have some smaller, like, rod like pieces that I got for those type of details. Okay, you know what? I do think I need, because this applying like slowly at piece by piece, or yeah, just little by little is not working out for me. Let me grab the thing that I do actually use for this. Okay, it does have old paint in it. Not in it, just like on the edges. So I'll clean those up. I should be able to just peel it off. Oh god, I'm gonna make a mess. Yes. Just like so. Not gonna lie, I kind of like the smell of it. I think it's only because it's like just a little bit. I think anything stronger than this and I'd be not as happy about it. Okay, this will be easier to manage. Make sure to be very generous here in these parts where I previously drew on it. So there are some pencil markings. Okay, very nice. I have so much envy for people who find something that they're interested in and then they just like stick with it. Like to the point of making it their career, and then they become experts in it and they're perhaps even the best at it. I am just truly jealous because I could never. And I don't think that's a good thing. I genuinely don't. I'm genuinely enviable of people who can just get really good at a thing that they're like really passionate about, or just genuinely really enjoy, and then have other, you know, things that they like to get into every now and then, or on their days off or something. because I don't have any, like, in fact, I think that people should go to college, right? They should study something. They should get an education. I myself have wanted to go, but the problem has always been that I don't know what I would study, and you should not go to college if you don't know what you want to study. And so, because I just don't like anything enough, and I want to do something that I like. Otherwise, I will not have a happy existence. But if there was something that I felt like strongly enough about, easy choice. I would just do that. And then this on the side, probably. But it wouldn't be like the situation that I'm in now, where I work an entry-level job to pay the bills and pay for my hobbies, while I find something that I actually want to do. And that's why I like content creation, because of the flexibility. Because in my ideal world, I get paid to try making different things and learning how to do it, and getting to explore those creative pursuits. And hopefully creating a community that is also happy to encourage others and to support and then bond over the things that they make. And that maybe even, just like lets me make all of the beginner mistakes. Because those types of resources are very important. I don't know if I should, like, do the back. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I guess since I'm here. I'm not opposed to choosing a color, I just don't know which one I want. And I haven't had too much opportunity to do interior design in my lifetime, so so I don't have very strong opinions or visions. Sorry, it's because there's a little hair there, and it wants to stay there. Do I have Inza somewhere? Somewhere. Oh, right here. Nice, I got it. Because I'm tempted to do a green, because I am a big fan of a dark green, like a deep forest green, almost jewel tone, or jewel tone maybe even. might give it a sand. Like a little bit of sanding after this, maybe. We'll see. I also have to make a trim for the window pretty soon. I don't know what that's gonna look like exactly, but I know it needs to happen. I also need to come in here and cover up these pencil marks. Okay, I'll get that at a better angle. This looks pretty good. Let's get this one. Let me actually just raise it up a little bit. Just also for my back. I also don't mind doing a white because I think a lot of the details can be very colorful, like all of the books, having a lot of decor, all of the plants, some like wall art that we can either make ourselves or maybe like cut out of something or print. A lot of different ways to get what would be used as wall art. So That's also one of the reasons why I'm not too opposed to it. Like, why I don't even view it as a problem, really. Because in general, I do think color is more interesting, or even like wallpaper. That could also be technically an option. But one of the reasons why I also don't want to do that right now is because that is adding a little bit too many steps. I'm happy just painting this white and calling it technically done, you know, so we can like move on and with the project and start figuring other things out. Because even though the designing part of this is a lot of fun and something I am happy to explore, building it is the priority. Like, that's the most important part I'm trying to figure out here. It's like, what are the steps? What are the mistakes? The materials, the tools. How I'm making the books is still something I have to figure out, or just like decide on, really. If I want to do just like generic whatever books, as long as it looks like they're books, it's good. Or if I want to be more intentional and do like my favorite books, or like the more popular books. Well, they overlap a lot, but I'm pretty basic in that way. You know, I have commitment issues, and I can tell because I don't want to glue the things down. Like, any accessories I make for this place, I don't want to glue it down, because what if I want to move it? And you think it'd be something so inconsequential, something so easy to just do, but I don't want to. No one tell my boyfriend. Okay. And I think we're good. Why not, I suppose? Since we have a little bit of paint left. I'm not worrying about this side here because this is in the back, so you won't be able to see it. Although I guess it'd still be nice to make it look nice, but not a big deal. I can always also just do that off stream. So sorry. I'll very, very quickly do a layer in the back. I like that it makes it, it does kind of clean up the edges a little bit. I think because I'm filling them with paint, which works for me. eyes are getting tired. Oh, they're crying a little bit. Okay, I promise I will not do the cabinet. I will get through it. Next stream, just kidding. I will definitely do it right now. It's just so satisfying to paint. And it looks really good. I'm glad I did it. I was thinking about leaving it alone, but it makes it look even more finished. And even though I don't think technically you'd be able to see it, just knowing that it looks like that, you know? Just really does something. Okay, just use this paint to do another quick layer on the edge here. When I'm covering up the cracks with the paint, I just feel like a landlord. It's the landlord special. Okay, good enough. Just very quickly giving the paintbrush a rinse. And that'll have to do. Okay. It's good enough. All right, let us cut. Just so you can see the end result. This might need another layer of paint compared to... Can you tell? Maybe not really, but trust that one just kind of does look more opaque. So we'll maybe do another layer of paint, and I technically didn't do the interior of this one, so I'll probably do that as well. But not right now. Right now, we're cutting. So I have, loosely speaking, our dimensions here. Let's start with a piece that is 5 inches. Do you want to do? I think it'll be 5 inches. And Yep, that's right. And then this. How do I? Well, I guess I could just make the line instead. No, I can just flip this and actually have the right angle. Oh, okay. I do need a ruler. I got overconfident and I completely missed. Not too bad. Okay, this is already the right length, so we needed the right width. By pencil and measuring. Okay, so like this, it's 7/8, which is right here. Yes. And then once more. Okay. And then once again. Okay. And this should give me the 2 pieces I need. Ideally, in theory, hopefully. It is very thin wood, so it's very easy to cut. Okay, and so these two will go like this. Very quickly test it out. My God, someone give me a second desk. See, it's because I'm in the living room. If I had more space, then I would very, very easily just have a bigger desk, but what can you do? What do I do? I think this can be set down. I feel like it used to be higher up, no? Okay. Because I need to fit this in here. So if I do this and put it onto the face like this, then in theory, my does it? Okay, yeah, no, that's good. It's wrong because someone, meaning a chatter, one of you. Oh my God, and you just know they're never gonna come back. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's my fault because I chose this and I didn't do anything about it. Originally, the bottom was supposed to be 1 inch high, but then because of a lot of different things, we were like, well, what if we do 1.5? And I was like, yeah, let's do 1.5. And we did 1.5, and then I completely forgot. And then when I was like, yeah. And then I just went by the illustrations in which I did not change this. So this is completely wrong. Okay. It's 1.5. So I'm like a 1/2 inch too short. Oh shit, this is behind it. Guess not that it would matter. No, actually I do like to keep this on it for as long as possible because it does have the information. namely the thickness. So put it back on there as best I can. Fortunately, we still have more wood, so we'll just keep going, I guess. Okay, so it's that way, which means, so instead of 1.5, it's you go to 1.5, and then it's 1/8 less than that. I'll just do 1 first to make sure it's the right length, and then I'll cut a second one. And by length, I mean the right height. God, where is it? Is it supposed to be this? I think so. Okay, and so now this one should fit. Happy. Attach these. Okay, it is clamp. Oh, so sorry. Okay, I clamped the bottom together so that hopefully it makes it easier to see. So in theory, this should be able to, yes. You can see that fits perfectly underneath there. Like perfectly enough. And so that is excellent. Yeah, that'll be perfect. So we'll do one more of that thickness. So like I said, yeah, I was just missing a whole 1/2 inch. I'll use those for something else. Okay, so now I have my 2 pieces that'll go like this, and then I need the one that'll go here. So it needs to be the same. Oh, we got lucky, and it is exactly the same width for the most part. They are slightly uneven, but I think it's just either the cut or something in there went wrong, but it's fine. Not a big deal. Okay, so I got super lucky, and that is exactly the right size. Okay, yeah, no, this is just like a little bit uneven, but it's nothing we cannot quickly fix. Just to make sure. And I do think it is too, it is technically too long, but also it doesn't really matter because it's going to be on the inside anyway, and you won't be able to see it, and it's not supposed to be functional, so it really doesn't matter. It's like just a slightly too big, so I will have to, okay, there, like literally just a small strip. Okay. And I guess I just go ahead and put it in there already, or should I paint it first? Let's also grab some of my other wood that I'll be using now for the other details. So I'll just grab whatever amount doesn't really matter. Instead I'll use this. Okay, so this is my very, very thin piece of wood. And this will be used to make the fake doors. So this will be, okay, they're all 5, so it doesn't really matter, right? Right, okay. So this will go like this. And, okay, I'm gonna need a lot more wood, but also, that's a good size. Do I want them to be like, if this is my panel, do I want them to be square? Or do I want them to be like rectangular? I think square looks more appropriate. Do we want to be wacky and make it a whole circle? No, that's too wacky. I think a square is perfectly fine. It's reasonable. So if this is, it measures 7/8 of, that's excellent. Excellent. I love fractions. I adore it. Please make me do more math with fractions. Okay, it doesn't, I don't, in theory, need to. I just need to choose a size and then just go with it. But if you do the math, it's just a little bit easier. I'm thinking of if I want like accents on it. Okay, let me paint this real quick because it'll help me see better, like the door. This is very annoying. Oh, yeah. Because I don't like washing my what are they called? Brushes. It's not that I don't like it, it's just like it's annoying, you know? And so having to like use them again, it's after you've washed them already, not fun. Okay, fine, I'll do the thing. I'll put it in the... Actually, I really only have to do one side, so... But I'll still go ahead and pour some in there. Ooh. Okay, I need to avoid painting my mat as much as possible, because I do sometimes use the measurements. I won't be able to see them. Can you imagine anyone just like popping in and out again? And like just every time they pop in, I'm just painting. And then worse, I'm just painting things in white. And that's it, that's all we're doing. once I own a home, I'll be happy to do things in different colors and commit a little bit more greatly. But when you live in an apartment and when you're just renting, it's just easiest to go with white because that is what it typically already is. So you can just, like, you don't have to try to match a color. Go to Home Depot with whatever, with a piece of wall or something. You just buy white paint and you can touch up anything yourself and it's easier. Okay. Okay. And now we can do, you know what, an inch doesn't sound bad. Is this an inch? Oh, because it's an inch and a half. Right. Okay. It's 2/8 less than an inch and a half. Oh, I just really quickly got a really dry throat. I just inhaled and it happened. Okay. It's an inch and a half. Okay, 2/8 less than an inch and a half, which means if it's an inch wide, or even less than, it'll work. I could do it. So the good thing is that these pieces are flat enough that I can just use some other guides. Like that. And then si la lluvia de noche fuera, si las gotas de lluvia fueran de chocolate, me gustaría estar allí, abrir la boca para saborear. Ah, 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 ah. I'm just gonna make a couple of these so I can test fit it, see how it goes. I'm just making them 1 by 1, as in like 1 inch by 1 inch. I'm so sorry. Okay. Which one is the driest? I think this one might be the driest. It is a little bit warped, so I'll just encourage it to not do that. And so if we were to do, let's say like this. How do we feel about that? Yeah, I think with like the Where did we... That does feel too big, no? Like, much too big. I can try to... I think I could... Theory, like... Cut this. Oh. Okay, never mind. It's a little bit harder than I thought it would. Than I thought it would be, to be honest. I don't really think I have anything smaller. I don't really work with small things much. I do have... You think a bead? I guess if you fill it up so it's like solid. Oh, you know what? My beads are pretty small. And they are right here. Like... I guess like these are really small. So we could just do these. Like, I would just fill them up with something. What's the color I'll least likely use? It's orange. Is that the right side? I think so. Nope. No, it is not. Okay. Great. Was that white? Do you think that'd be easier? Yeah, that is tiny. Honestly, that might even be too small. You just can't win. No. Is that... How does that feel? Does that feel too small? Be honest. Like, does that look to scale? Should I do wire? I could also do wire. I might have wire that's thick enough that it would look proper. Let me see. This is my bead stuff. And wire, I want to say... Oh no, yeah, no, that's definitely not it. This is too thin, for sure. I think there's some thicker one. No, that's not it either. Well, what if I just, like, beat it? I could also... Ooh, these might work. Oh, these are also bigger. These might work. Oh, these are also really good too, though. Something from in here. Let's try these. So you just have to dig a little. I guess I want to try these first. Because they're already like metallic, so they can look kind of good. Like maybe like one of these, we can just open it up, or let's see. I do think these seeds, no, they're definitely bigger, but something like this, that's pretty cute, but is that too small again? What about something bigger? Like, this kind of looks a little bit like a handle-ish. I don't know. Maybe it is too small. Oop. Like, it's just... the problem is that it gets flat. If you were, like, Well, I guess if we flatten it a little bit, it's too curved. What about these? Oh, you know what? These are so good for hinges, actually. If you just cut this in half. Does that not look like a hinge? Okay, it's really hard for you to see. But does that not here? No? Still bad. I don't know how to make this focus when I'm using this app. I'm using an app specifically for to make it like a webcam. I don't really know what the different. Ooh, and then stuck in there now. We're good. Okay, you're just gonna have to trust me. It's like a little cylinder. I wonder if I can cut it. I don't think I did anything. With maybe something in here? No. Something in here? No, but I might need these. Let's see. What else do we have here? This is a bit of a wacky one, but it might work. And I would really like to do one of these, something from in here, because it'll, it's already metallic, so, you know, it's a nice finish. God, that is so cute. But I would leave the gold ones alone, and I would actually do black. Does that seem more appropriate? Maybe not. Maybe I do like the gold. I kind of like this one. I do think the seed is too small, at least this bead is too small. Let us put it back. I'd be willing to try one of these. I think it might be as simple as this, more or less, actually, because they are very much not the same sizes. These are not even close to similar in size. But let me... Oh, sorry, that was an accident. Okay, fair enough. I guess this one's fine. What do we think? Is this too wacky of an idea? See, it's because I kind of like these. They look interesting. I think I might have the wrong color here. I think I did this bronze one instead. No, no, I can't tell. These are really important decisions. Obviously, that's why I'm taking 20 minutes to make them. I am being sarcastic. It is ridiculous for me to try it like this hard. Okay. God, I still have to have dinner? I think that's true. I ate last at 12:30-ish. And then I had a froyo. Okay, what do we think? Let's just leave this to the side and say we do another bead. What do we think? Which one looks better? I think this one just looks more fun, though a little bit like eccentric, like a little bit wacky, right? Like you're clearly trying something. And this is just, well, that's a cabinet. You can't say that's not a cabinet. That's definitely a cabinet. You know, which isn't like necessarily a good thing. Or I think, okay, I've decided these are just too wacky, so we're taking them back. Oh, you know what? It was a bronze. Okay, and what if we do our gold instead? And I could also open them up and make them look. Let's try it out. We'll use, I don't know, because I don't want to, I don't like to be a wasteful person. But also, who cares? I like so many of these. How can I? Okay, yeah, that totally worked. Okay, now that looks... Phone, you gotta work with me, buddy. What are we doing? Okay, there you go. Good job. You can see I opened it. That looks... Does that look... Honestly, that looks worse. Maybe if I flatten it? Which I don't know how to do. Okay. It popped. We're fine. Jesus, it just startled me. I'm not gonna dig for it, so it's just a lost cause. No, I didn't like it. I think if it was, you know what? If it was like for a drawer where it's like the ones that like hang, then I think it'd be fine. But for like what a cabinet is supposed to be, it's not working. And then what if we do the hinges? How do we feel about that? I'm quite a fan of it. I think it's such a cute detail. That really works. Okay, I think I'm settling on the beads and the hinges. Okay, well, you get it. Okay. But that's just not very exciting, is it? I guess I would do silver instead. And it's and I slipped again. Yeah, that's probably better. And then if it's painted white, I'm sure it'll look more reasonable. Okay. I think that's what we're doing. I might... I don't know. God, it's because I hate just doing everything like black or white. But I also can't commit to a color. I'm the worst. Okay, but the good thing is that I figured we got pretty much everything down. Now we just have to assemble it, which we will be able to do tomorrow. For today, leave this aside. Leave all of this to the side. Because, yeah, I think the doors are a fine size. I think a little bit of detail would be nice, but I don't think I can manage it. If I had maybe like, oh, I do have toothpicks. Maybe we might bring them in to see what I can. No. I'm tempted to, but I really shouldn't. It's because, okay, framing would be, like, if you just add a frame, it will look a trim. If you just add a trim to any of this, I know it'll look better, but that'll be so much more work. But it would look better. I might do it. Okay, fine. Tomorrow, that's what we're doing. Tomorrow, we're cutting out, like, millimeter thick, wide, not thick, wide strips to make accent trims. Okay, so, because what we're gonna have is... I wish I could, like, stop it. Oh, I know. Okay, so now you can see here, let me remove one of them. So this piece will go, just making sure it is, there we go. Yeah, so this piece will go, okay, that's useless. This is the one that we just cut. It'll go down here. And it'll go a little bit in, it's true. But maybe something like that. A little bit more out, not that far in. And then with that will be a cabinet. Is it too small? No. No. It's fine. I guess if we just flatten it out completely, it'll be easier to see. I also need to paint the doors, of course. It's just going further in. Guys, it's fine. You won't be able to see. I can't dry test this right now. It's too complicated. But tomorrow, painting, cutting more doors as well. I only have these 4 and I need to make for the other 2 sides as well. So cutting more doors, painting them, cutting tiny strips of wood so that we can frame these, give them a little bit of a trim and make it look that much better. Trust me. It will definitely make a difference. especially when you paint it. It's really nice, the dimension. And then we can dry fit it. Specifically, what is left to be said about it is that because I made this too big, not intentionally, it's easier this way. So it's gonna be probably somewhere around, can you see? Yes, you can see. So like if these pieces are here, this will probably be around, that's 1, 2, 3. It's 3 inches, so it's something shorter. It's like about like this. So all of this to the sides of it is excess, but it's not a big deal. Maybe I should just do it. Maybe I should just cut it to the 3 inches and call it a day. But it'll be something like this. And, which it'll be really easy to figure out once I fit it in there. Won't be a big deal. And, yeah. So I'll probably just have, this is only 3 inches. Let's put it in here. Then a door here and a door there, I guess. And then maybe I can just do like a strip of this in the center. Like this. Yeah, we'll probably do that just to make it, I don't know, look complete. And all right, so that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. That's not true. I completely lied to you. I don't stream tomorrow. Damn, that sucks because I like making it. Why do I have to like have time off and things? I would love to stream tomorrow, but it's really important for me to stick to my schedule because that way I don't get burnt out. And that way I have time to do the other things that I actually have to do. Like clean and get groceries and other lame things like that. But God, I am sleepy. Sleeping, that'll also have to be done. Okay, but for now, I am sad to say that is it. That is all we'll be doing today. So, once again, I will not be streaming tomorrow. And typically I would have streamed on a Friday. But on Friday, I have plans. So typically most Fridays I have plans. So instead, we're gonna have to move it over to Saturday. I do think that's what I have in my schedule, and I think that's what I'm gonna be doing from now on. This Friday just was really good because but I start to. We'll see. I'll see if I can try to figure out how to do it on Fridays. I start at 8. I guess if I start earlier, then yeah, but like, I think I might be able to do Fridays. We'll see. If not, you can definitely expect me on Saturdays. And we'll just go from there. I think it's my first week back, right? Yeah, it's my first week back. So, we're still in our learning curve, with my new schedule from, like, we had found a nice routine, but then I took a break for 4 weeks. Some of it, not because I wanted to, I just got really sick. And then some of it because I wanted a little bit of extra time to get used to a new work schedule. Because trust me, it was a big difference in my sleeping schedule. Like I said, I used to go to sleep at 4 in the morning, okay? Now, by 10, I have been sleepy for 5 hours. And, so I will probably stream on Saturday. I'll start earlier, maybe around like 6 p.m. Maybe even earlier than that, maybe around like 3 p.m. What did I have on my schedule? I'm not sure. But it'd be nice to do something earlier so that way I can end a little bit earlier as well. But we can progress pretty far. I will be doing the cabinets. Once we finish the cabinets, I'm going to be working on the floor. I'll probably make a template. Yeah, of the floor, and then just cut the pieces. I don't know if we just want to do like, I don't know what I want to do. If I want to do something like a pattern, or if I want to do just normal, because it's supposed to be like wood flooring. And so wood flooring will typically, like the more basic one, you know, you just have like, not strips, panels? Sure, let's go with panels. Like, just like panels of wood. We might try to get fancy and do like a herringbone or something. Probably not, but who knows? Probably not. And so that'll be like the next, like, you know, part that we do. And then after that, I think we should get started with some of the details. Actually, that's not true. Some more framing, probably some more trimming, some like crown molding on the like bottom or something. And then after that, like I need to do, for example, the window frame as well. That needs to get done. No idea what that's gonna look like, by the way. But it does need to get done, so we'll figure that out. And then probably after that, then we could start with a lot of the interior details, like what will be all of the books, plants, just shelf decor in general, and whatever else I can figure out to put in there. And then probably at some point my guess is in like 2 weeks. In another 2 weeks, I'll probably need to start getting some of the electrical components. So like the wiring and the battery packs, the focos, the light bulbs, and that's pretty much it. And then we can start figuring that out. I have seen a very great video for beginners already, so I'll probably just check back on that. I did watch it on stream at some point, so I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it's in a VOD somewhere. So I will be just using that same resource and starting from there. I guess I'll have to make choices on what lighting components, because that probably has to be planned as well. So there's still so much left to do on this, but we've come a pretty long way. From literally nothing, I planned this out with you guys, to a solid base to keep working on. So with that, I'll leave you alone. I'm gonna go. God, I still have to eat something. I hate feeding myself. It's the worst job you could have ever given me. I'll have to go find something to eat for dinner. But I hope you have a good night. I hope you have a good day, depending on where you are in the world while you're watching this. But more importantly, I hope that I see you soon, namely Saturday. So please consider following me, Twitch, Kick, YouTube. I do multi-streams, so you can find me pretty much anywhere. I am also on TikTok, posting a little bit here and there. Follow me at vmakes, where I will also be posting updates on this project if you don't want to catch every VOD. So I would love to see you there as well. I hope you have a good one, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye!